Hello everyone. Welcome to Marking Up with HTML for Beginners. This is tutorial 2, HTML Elements. So friends, if you remember in my previous tutorial, I have given you these software resource links from where you can download Notepad++ with the editor which we will use throughout this course. And I have also provided you the link to download Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox browser. And if you are having these browsers, then no issue. Otherwise, I would suggest to keep more than 2 browsers in your system so that you can test how your web page will appear in different browsers. I have also provided you link to download paint.net. Now, this particular link provides you a free version which you can install in your system, and it's a really good software, a freeware which you can use to edit images that we are going to use in our websites. So I hope you have installed this freeware. At least Notepad++ is there in your system. If you are comfortable with it, well, I would suggest there are plenty of other IDEs as well. There are plenty of other editors as well, which is much more powerful than Notepad++. But to keep it simple, I have used this one only in our syllabus. So let's talk about HTML elements, which is today's topic. Now, what is an HTML element? Everything from the start tag till the end tag makes an HTML element. Now, I will give you an example, a practical image example. For example, clearly you can see I want to show welcome to programming. This is my text. This is my content that I want to show on the web page. So I have written that text over there, and I have enclosed that text with opening and closing tag. Now these opening and closing tags are paragraph tags. So I just want to display this particular text as a paragraph on my web page. Now everything from the opening tag till the closing tag, including the content, and of course including opening and closing tag themselves, makes an HTML element. So there are different types of elements that we create, right? So don't get confused. If we talk about tags, we are only talking about this opening or closing one. If we are talking about content, we are talking about that text which is being displayed. And if we are talking about element, we are talking about everything from opening till closing tag. Now let's understand what is opening and closing tags. Opening tag is also known as starting tag, and closing tag is also known as ending tag. Now opening tag is the normal name of the element, right? Now if we talk about closing tag, it looks as like as opening tag, except it has a forward slash in it. Now what is a content? Something which we want to display, which we want to show on our web page is the content. In our case, in our previous example, the content was welcome to programming perception. Now there's a note. Failing to include a closing tag is a common beginner error, and that can produce odd results. Now sometimes it happens that we don't provide a closing tag and still our document is working. Still our document is providing the desired output. But my suggestion would be, don't forget to provide the closing tag. Provide the closing tag as soon as you provided the opening tag, and I will show you that practically as well. But this is a suggestion. Don't forget to use that. Even in some case, if it is working, I can guarantee you the same page will not work on all the web browsers. So to make your page standard, to make your page able to work, able to run on all the web browsers, you need to provide the closing tag with all the opening tags. And there are some exceptions. There are some tags which don't have any content in it, and we will talk about them later on. So now let's see. Let's create our first web page, and definitely you are going to follow these steps. Like, you are going to open a new file in your text editor, type in the given code, now like this, the one which we have talked about right now, and save the file with any name. Now it's up to you, whatsoever name you want to give, you can give it, but don't forget to use this extension. Either you have to use .html or .htm. So let's see. After that, you need to double click on the file to open it in your default web browser. So let's see, and this kind of output you will get. Definitely I have zoomed and taken the screenshot. Output will be quite smaller than this. So let's see, let's go to our desktop. Okay, so we are on our desktop, and here I have created a folder named as Marking Up with HTML Beginners. So this is our folder where we are going to save any file or anything like that. So okay, fine. So here we are going to create our file. Now let's open the editor. Now to open the editor, I'm telling you the shortcut window R, and the run dialog box will open, and all that you need to type is Notepad++ over there and click on OK. So definitely it will open this Notepad++ editor in front of you. It's a very good looking editor and very easy to edit and format and even debug and run your web pages. So I will show you that. Now let's open our folder as a workspace. Now when you will go to the file menu, there will be an option open folder as workspace. So just click on it, and it will ask you to choose a folder that you want to open as a workspace. So I want to open this Marking Up with HTML Beginners, and let's click on OK. And clearly you can see it will open a panel, a folder as workspace panel on the left side, where you can see this folder. Now clearly I'm going to open a new folder inside this folder. So how you are going to do that? The easier way, let me tell you, go to that specific project, that specific workspace, and here you can create a new folder manually. So create this new folder, and let's give it a meaningful name. Like I'm giving a name of the tutorial itself, like tutorial 2. So here it is. Now clearly in this folder, I'm going to save all my files or all my pages that I'm going to create today. Now let's get back to our Notepad++, and here you can see there's a plus icon over there, and you can see your folder here. Now even you can work on your Notepad++ without creating any workspace or anything like that, but I am creating this so that I can provide you these codes as well. So okay, let's see. Now I want to create a file in this folder. All that I need to do is to save this file, which I can see on my right side. But before that, let me enter that code which I want to give. Now clearly you can see I have opened the paragraph and I have closed the paragraph. All that I need to do is to save this file now. I will go to the desktop, and here is my folder Marking Up with HTML tutorial 2, and here I will name this file as welcome.html. So clearly you can see this file is saved, and these tags are more colorful right now, right? Okay. So let's see whether this file is there in this tutorial or not. So to that, you can see welcome.html is there. Now what is another advantage of it? Another advantage of using Notepad++, you can directly run this file. There are two ways to run this file. First, go to your project like our workspace, and then to our project, and double click on it, and it will definitely open in your default web browser. Clearly you can see that. And when you want to run it directly from your Notepad++, you can go to run, and you can choose the browser from here. Like I'm choosing launch in Chrome, and it will show the output on the Chrome itself. So that's it in this tutorial. Hope to meet you in the next video tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.